Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work. All right. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the Only Male Cruise. Let me just drop it like this, y'all. I don't have any updates yet. I'm waiting, just like everybody else. But I did want to come live and let you know that I'm doing just like you are, monitoring it. And it looks like they're going to drag this thing out. Looks like they're playing it in pieces. Let me shout out who's in the house. Shout out to Baby Shay. Thanks for pulling up. Good morning, loving life. Tall man. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all pulling up. I don't know. So I understand that some of the two of the motions, and I was willing to bet money that on at least two of the motions that Jennifer Bongini put in months and months ago, I knew that Donnelly was going to wait until the day of trial and read them off and deny them and then move on. So the last I heard was that they were going to take a break and they were going to, hear the witness impact statements or the victim impact statements, which is more acting that we're going to get from, in my opinion, more acting that we're going to get from these accuser witnesses. You guys be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Replay gang, you know what time it is. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Listen, anybody want to come up? Because loving life, as you said, I'm nauseated too. But, here's the thing. Kells, at this point, when his original attorneys jacked up his trial, Kells' best chance was an appeal. So that's just the best thing for him right now, is an appeal, so we can start back all the way from zero and take it from there. So a lot of stuff came in yesterday. A lot of stuff. I know that for one of the items that came in, they're saying that an accuser wrote a letter unsolicited to Kells' camp. And I think keeping it real with Lady D, or Lady D keeping it real, I think she had mentioned that there's so many pages in there, y'all. I just couldn't go through everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I was certainly looking for that letter and haven't found it yet. But one thing I did find is, what was inside the people that actually, the forensic people who did the interview with Kells. What twisted me up was the fact that, they said that Kells went to the bank, and for the first time in his life, that's when he found out he had bad credit. And, the problem with that is that we're about to go to this trial in Chicago, and we know that Darrell had control over Kells' funds. We know this. And there's not a damn thing that he can say as an accountant working for his own firm, being in the business of an accountant for years. There is absolutely no reason why Kells was broke and Kells' credit was bad. Period. And I just hope that when this trial starts in Chicago, I just hope that, um, I hope that the jury that gets seated is going to be one that is true to Chicago. Is not going to be putting up with this BS. There's no reason that Kels is broke. And some of the other documents, and I'm really just waiting on the verdict to come in. Well, not the verdict, but what the sentencing is. We know Donnelly is going to throw the book at him. She's going to throw the book at him. There's no doubt. It's not what I want. But none of those letters that were written yesterday from Jocelyn and all the rest of these letters, none of those letters are going to impact Donnelly. They're just not. Their main objective is we got to take this man down because he's a this, that, and 2/3. He is none of that. And you allowed shoddy ass evidence to actually get this man convicted. So if you allowed all that sloppiness, what makes you think that letters from different people are going to all of a sudden pierce your heart and make you decide, oh yeah, let me show mercy, let me show leniency? You're not going to do that. So you know what? We're not going to expect that out of you. I tell you what we will do is we will continue to have confidence in Bonjean, and above all that, we will continue to trust God that He will make this thing right. Because whether Kels did whatever he did, whether you agree with it, whether you don't, this trial in Brooklyn it was a farce. It was nothing but a joke. The jurors, the evidence you allowed in, everybody else you chose not to pull up in charges to. I saw somewhere where a black woman, a reporter, was saying, damn, how you only got one person charged in a RICO? I thought a RICO was supposed to be everybody. But out of this, all you have is one person, one black man. That's baloney. But I know y'all agree. I know y'all feel the same way. And then you got these other YouTube channels out here where, they're celebrating. They're celebrating. They live now, celebrating. Can't wait. But that's all right. We're going to keep our head up. We're not going to trip on this. We're expecting this. What's up, Tiffany Only, please? You said just came in, but we'll replay. Yeah, girl, I don't have any updates. I'm checking the traps just like y'all are and waiting for it to drop. And of course they're gonna make it long. They want all of this. When Bonjean sets us up for appeal, this is what the appellate court, they're going to be able to look at everything. So yeah, you want to let's take a break right now, and then we're going to come back with the victim impact statements. You guys get some water and powder your nose. Because you want all that on here. You want, so that when it goes to appeal, they're probably hoping, this won't, these victim impact statements will make the appellate court say, oh, no, we're not going to overturn this or demand a new trial or anything like that. But it's all good because we have some competent attorneys that are going to be handling the situation, which is Bonjean. And the appeal, she can start from the very beginning and get this thing cleaned up. So that's really what we're waiting on. I'd love to drop the link. I'd like for somebody to come up here, sit up here with me real quick, y'all. Share some thoughts with me real quick. And let me know how you're feeling. All you got to say is drop the link, man. Drop the link. Let's see. Danny King. What about Judge Ann? What you saying, Danny? Let's see. Shout out to all of y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all so much. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Love and Life, you really have just said what I'm saying. Nauseated. This is very, very troublesome. But I got a feeling that Kels is not shocked, and that he's, I'm sure they all expected this. I'm sure they expected this. Now don't say that. Don't say that, Danny King. They already got one YouTuber locked up, baby. And they got the comments that don't say that, boo. But it definitely it makes you feel a type of way. Tiffany only please said, well, after just hearing that live from the courthouse, I'm done listening to Apple with Sony trying to F up his royalties. I'm listening from USB going forward. And that's the thing. The way they have this thing set up for, and this was in the Danny King said, I'm in England, out there reach. Hush your mouth up. Go ahead and do your thing, Danny. Be you, baby. Be you. But, when they put that warrant together for Kells, they already said coming out the gate, when you're found guilty, they're going to strip them of everything. Now, they didn't use, the language they used specifically was when you're found guilty. But the rest of the language was that, they want money, they're going to fine him, they're going to do whatever they can to strip him of anything. And I said that on one video that I did, and I just can't remember, but I'll try to look for it. The point is that, there's going to be a fine. That's why Donnelly and the government, or as you were, Bongine and the government were going back and forth about how much the fine should be, where Donnelly, I believe, said it should just be like $50,000. They want whatever he can get, and they want to impose that judgment on Kells so that any royalties that he would have coming to him, they can just take it right off the top. If you can't pay it all in one lump sum, Kells, then we're going to control your royalties, and we're going to control your royalties, and you won't have shit in your commissary. They want to break the man. That's what they want to do. Shannon Lewis said that letter from Jane Doe saying the government threatened her to test. Right. That's all good. And we know that the government is going to say, well, prove that it was unsolicited. Well, no, government, prove that it wasn't. Because is there any lies in the letter? Like I said, there's so many pages, y'all. And I had a paper due, I'm in school, and I had a paper due. I had to get that mug turned in, so I couldn't go live last night. I wanted to so bad, but I just couldn't. I had to get some schoolwork done. But, yeah, I'm still pulling through all of that. The forensic person, like that team that did the interview with Kells, they said, it was their opinion. No, Kells is not a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. And they define pedophile as someone liking or attracted to prepubescent children, 13 or younger. And they said, no, Kells is not that. I forgot what the other term was that they said. They said he's not that either. So even though the government, and this is why the government said yesterday, the people that interviewed Kells for his sentence mitigating hearing, they sat there and listened to all of his lies. I mean, that as a prosecutor, that was unprofessional. As a prosecutor, that was very unprofessional. Let me see. Larry Hawkins says, is there a chance that the judge can hear those ladies or so-called victims and still say, go home, Mr. Kelly, send him home? Is there a chance for that? I mean, you know what? In a perfect world, in a realistic world, but but for real, and that's really a good question, Larry, but really what should have happened if the judge was going to swing that way, she wouldn't have denied those motions. She would have just acquitted Kells, because it wouldn't have pulled her. Acquitting Kells in this New York case would not have pulled him out of this Illinois trial. But it's clear the way she let the evidence in from AUSA, our favorite AUSA, the way she let that information in, she's not trying. To me, in my opinion, it's not about justice. So no, they're gonna throw the book at Kells. They're going to throw the book at Kels. And then I read that the governor, Pritzner up here in Illinois, um, had changed statute of limitations law was a couple days before they actually arrested Kels. He did. They're saying that he did that just so Kels could be charged. These folks is working together. But if you look at Chicago news, everybody and they mama that got anything to do with the government is being found out going in and out of the damn courtroom for bribery and misappropriation and things of that nature, allegedly. But it's in the headlines. I mean, that's how they get down. So even that's not a shock. So we just gotta trust that things are going to turn in our favor, in Kel's favor, in justice favor. This will be cleared up in Supreme Courts, hopefully. Absolutely. Well, let's hope it don't get to the Supreme Court, because we can't even trust their ass right now. You know what I'm saying, Danny? We can't even trust them right now. They're not looking out. They don't, our next step is going to be the appeals court. And hopefully the appeals court will make sense of this. Shout out to Lisa. Good morning to you too. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for pulling up. Y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Pee Wee, what's T? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate y'all. Got my mods in the house. I know y'all, mods, I know I'll be going late, and I know y'all got other things to do. And so I appreciate y'all pulling up when y'all can. I love y'all, my mod sisters. Shout out to Tanika, McKay, Baby Shay. Appreciate all y'all. Island Browning. Trina 6. Oh, girl. All right. I'm about to drop the link. Hold on just a moment. Let me copy it now. Yes, indeed. Thank you for pulling up. Hold on, y'all. Let me mute this real quick. All right, so the link has been dropped. I'm just waiting on you. If that's you, Tina, if you're coming up, pull up. Little back. Jennifer Bongine is a fighter. She gonna fight this thing. Absolutely is. She absolutely is. Yeah. So the thing for us to do at this point, conserve our energy. We know that Donnelly she gonna throw the book at Kells, y'all. She gonna throw the book at Kells. We know she's gonna do that, and that's okay, because we expected that. When she didn't, when it took her all these months to respond to the motions that Bongine put in to acquit or new trial, when it took her that long, we knew it. We knew she was going to wait until sentencing day, deny those motions, and proceed with sentencing, and that's exactly what she did. Let me see. Hey.
Now, this is my first time doing this.
This girl, it is okay. Thank you for pulling up, girl. Speak your mind. What's up, girl?
I just got a question. I put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So, do they automatically once he's sentenced? Does it automatically get an appeal, or can they turn the appeal down?
No, they're automatically allowed to appeal. So, yes. So we know that's going to happen. We know that Bongine is going to move for that. She probably already has those motions pulled up already.
Okay.
So, but how are you feeling right now? Did you expect that she was going to turn? What did you think was going to happen today? What are your thoughts, girl?
My thoughts was that she was going to deny it. I was, like everybody else, hopeful, but throughout this whole process, from beginning to end, I've just sat back in the bushes and watched everything, and I just knew that he was not. He didn't get a fair trial. He automatically did not get a fair trial. So I just see, like you said, I see her throwing the book at him. I pray that it doesn't happen, but I don't see it any other way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just, like even with the juries, like when they did the New York case,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I watch a lot of I watch a lot of
Law and Order.
CSIs
Yeah,
or ID
exactly.
ID channels, and I was like,
Yeah,
not one jury came out and said anything about regarding this case. So that just makes me seem like it's all a setup. I know,
yeah,
like I said, like people say, I know he's guilty of some things, but this stuff that they just concocted, and then the letters
mhm,
that people, one of the witnesses, she wrote that she didn't want to do this. They forced her. Where do you
yeah.
do that at? It's just,
Well,
I
yeah.
don't.
Well, see, one of the accusers, and we don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Um, and it's unsolicited. And I'm gonna keep it a million.
Hmm.
Uh, I know Lady D on YouTube.
Yes.
When I was
Yes.
listening to her, she said, according to her, she read it. Now I don't know where she got the information from, and if I'd have been in her live, I'd have been like, "Hold up, where is that at?" Because just one of the motions, y'all, or one of the attachments, exhibits, is like 163 pages. So I put everything that they released yesterday.
Hmm.
I pulled it all down. I got it all.
Right.
Coming from Donnelly, I didn't pull the government side. Um, but the point is, I got all that, and that is a lot of information. And then there's a lot of redacted stuff in there too. So, and for me, I got some things out of it, but I couldn't find that letter. And um, when I was looking at the letters that were written, and again, y'all, I'm just gonna keep it a milli with you. That damn, I knew. Looking at those letters, I said to myself, this judge is not going to go with these letters.
She's not going to pay attention to the letters
These
at all.
these
Simple.
letters. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, she's made up her mind.
Yes,
She's made up her mind. So I
yeah,
mean, like you say, it's higher up or whatever's
yeah,
going on. But to say that this man deserves 25 years
yeah.
plus for crimes like against girlfriends. I mean, we as normal people go through
Right.
the same stuff with our boyfriends
Thank you.
or girlfriends and never press charges. I mean,
Come
I could
on,
give you
girl.
life stories, but I'm not gonna
You know,
go
you know what? You know what, sis? We even been through. Come on, and in our culture, we even been through where then
exactly.
the Negro might try to throw a hand.
Exactly.
Okay, and then we meet him with the frying pan. Come on now,
And
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
we can't. But see that's what all even that is what was on trial.
exactly.
Our culture,
Yeah. But
our culture.
it's not just our culture. It's
Hmm.
all women that go through this, all men that go through this. So that it's just unfair just to choose him out and say
Right,
this is what it is. It's
right.
I don't know if it's all about money or whatever the case may be, but it's just not right. I mean, I am sick into my stomach. I mean, people like my sister like, I'm tired of hearing about R. Kelly. I'm like, oh well, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't personally, I was like, and I was a R. Kelly fan because I am from Chicago.
Hmm.
But I wasn't like into R. Kelly like that until after all of this jumped off. And
Hmm.
like everybody else, I was thinking the same thing. But then when I started looking at all the different YouTube channels and stuff, and just people talking about him personally, and I just be amazed at all the stuff that he's went through,
Hmm.
all the songs that he's wrote. Pretty Wings, I love Pretty Wings. I
Come
did
on,
not know
girl.
he wrote that song, and I love Maxwell. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, this man is a genius,
Yes, he
and
is.
God has laid hands on him. That's how I see it. God has
Hmm.
laid hands on him. You can't have God hands on you and you be as mean as they say he is. I
Right.
just can't. And you buying Birkenberry, buy me a Birkin. What is? I don't even know the name of it, but buy me
Come
one
on.
of those, okay?
Thank you. I'm feeling you, and and that's the whole thing, and that's why I said when I said they put our culture on here because they had a great opportunity to put a black man up, so they
Mhm.
fresh after Bill Cosby, um, making Bill Cosby seem like a predator, but lo and behold, these ladies in the Bill Cosby trial came back.
Yeah,
Oh, he did this to me on this day, and then I went back two or three more times, and and what, he
exactly.
wouldn't do it again. This is that. So then you called, like, one of the, I think it's Texas Black Diamond says, Gloria All Eyes. You went
Yeah,
back, and when he wouldn't holler at you, you called Gloria All Eyes. Is this what we
yeah,
doing?
yeah. 40
So
and 50 years. It's just that it needs to be a law. I mean, I'm not saying all women, we all lie.
come
Some
on,
don't. I say 10%, but we all lie. And
we do.
if you don't get your way, then you're gonna be like, "Huh, you know what? I know what to do with you. I'm gonna
Right,
get you back." That's
right.
it's simple as that.
And we
You
know
know.
this. We know it was a setup, and and I think I had said it on Lady D's channel,
Yeah.
that these this thing spiraled out of control for these people. This wasn't supposed. I believe that their intention wasn't for it to get as big and all out of control as it did. Um,
Exactly. It was all
but
about money. It was all about money, and
it's all
it
about
just
money.
blew out. It just blew out. You got. I don't want to say no. The victims of say
Yeah.
nothing because I know they locking folks up left and right.
Well,
So
we still got freedom of speech now. Check with me in about an hour, and we'll see if we still got it. But for right now, we still got a little bit of freedom of speech.
we got a
We
little,
got a little bit,
right.
and
Okay.
it's our opinion. Now I'm glad you're up here with me, Trina 16.
Right.
We're gonna go through some of these comments now. Shout out to Pee Wee Mac, girl. Thank you. Said that's who the other bloggers say that it was Haley. I don't see, and I have not run across her name in here in all of this since I've been checking. So I don't know who that Hallie or Haley person is. But here's what I want to do. Now feel the glow. Um, Now I saw you over there, and welcome, Feel the Glow. I saw you over there in Lady D's. You've been in mine before, my chat before. Now, the link is in here. Should have pinned it. So you can come up because I know you say a lot
Right.
of stuff.
What she mean is a little too late
Right.
for
There's
forgiveness.
always,
Everybody, if you ain't committed murder, that's the most deadliest sin I believe it is in the
mhm,
world.
mhm.
Everybody's
Somebody else put it in. See, who else want me to drop the link? Y'all come on up here, especially you, Feel the Glow, because we might better understand you if you speak to us as opposed to typing it out. Because
exactly
sometimes in writing, it's hard to,
comprehend.
misinterpretation is greater. But there's always room for forgiveness, but it's a little too late as for right now. Forgiveness for whom are you referring there? Feel the glow. Speak to us. Let me see. Too persuasive. What's T, baby? Thank you for pulling up. Lisa said they're all going to face their karma. Yeah,
Yeah.
karma's on the way. Karma's on the way. In many forms. In
Yes.
many
Everything that's
forms,
done in the dark, it comes to the light.
it comes to light, and we saw that. We saw that in the trial. We saw that through the transcripts. Come to find, and I've said this a million times. I thought Kels was guilty when it first came out.
Mhm.
It was only until I got to read these transcripts, did an interview with Infamous Sylvia, um, read these transcripts, and said, "Damn, yeah, that the government even allowed all this in." So
Exactly.
let me see here. They are scorned women. Yes, they are, Tracy. Very scorned. I said all they talked about was his sex life, and all those so-called victims went on the stand and told lies afterwards. Lies. That
Lies.
whole trial should have been thrown out. Absolutely,
It should have.
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna let somebody else come on because I ain't really got nothing to say. I'm gonna just keep prayed up for R. Kelly. And
Appreciate
just
it.
yeah, I'm gonna just keep on watching the show. So
Yes, I
thank you,
appreciate you
thank you for
pulling up
your
and being a
time.
co-host, girl. Thank you so much because
Uh,
I needed some balancing. I needed some balance, so I appreciate you, girl.
all right,
Um,
thank you. I'm gonna
all
keep on
right,
watching it while I'm doing my little job.
all right, all
Have a
right.
good day.
Thanks
Everybody
again.
stay
You too,
prayed up. Bye bye.
sweetheart.
All right.
Absolutely.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Shout out to Trina 16. Shout out to the love of my life, Mr. Sean David Wade. Show in the house. Yeah, y'all. So we're still waiting. We are waiting. Yes, it's all about the money. All y'all got to say is drop the link. Y'all pull up here and wait this out a little bit with me, just a little bit, because it's a lot. It is one hell of a lot. Let's see what's going on. Hold on. Let me see. You said Hollywood Next is in New York at the sentencing. She's giving good footage and information. Okay. Well, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. I just wanted to pull up. I mean, I don't want to swipe her channel there, Judith. I don't. Um, so, um, but if she's waiting, then we all waiting. Um, and the thing too is, and that's the other unfortunate part. We know there's not no cameras in the courtroom, unfortunately. Shout out to Alexis Monet. Thanks for pulling up, Alexis. So, Tiffany, you're saying, so can the appeal be filed literally after the sentencing today? Typically, that is, I think there's like a formality they have to do. But yes, pretty much almost damn near immediately. I think that like the Lady D, if I drop the link, would you pull up, please? Please. I think like they have to wait and process the paperwork on this once that's all said and done, and then they can file that appeal. But I'm sure it's prepared. I'm sure Bonjean was already ready she was already ready to get that appeal going on. Let me see. Shout out to Lady D. Always keep it real. I was just talking about you, Lady D. Lovable Leo says, good afternoon, Mel Cruz and chat. The judge is so predictable. Ain't that the truth? But God have mercy on all of them. I met Mr. Kelly myself. He is a very humble person. This is so sad. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Lady D. And oh, shoot. Hold on, girl. Indeed. Girl, thank you. I'm just going to come right through here. Let me see if I can. There we go. Let me see. Can I just copy it from right here? There we go. Pull up, Lady D. Always keep it real. Y'all, while we waiting on Lady D, y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Let me see here. Love and Life said, this is so sad and sickening. It really is. It's very sad. But we already know. We still gonna keep our head up. Yes, Lady D.
I'm here, Mel.
Sweet love. How are you doing? Can you hear me, honey?
What's going on?
All right. I don't know if you got what you got in the background. See if you can.
Oh, okay. What I gotta do? You know I'm new on this, girl.
That's all right, sweetheart. That is okay. Whatever you have in the background, just turn the volume down on that. And if you don't have any headphones, that might make it a challenge for you to hear me. So, but here's what I'm going to ask you. So I watched your live earlier
today. Can
you
hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am. And are you able to hear me?
What to do?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes. And you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay. You still getting that feedback?
No, it's perfect, just like that. But are you able to hear me? Oh, yeah, see, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, perfect.
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So we do have a small delay, but that's okay. I want to get from you. You mentioned a letter, and I know that there is a letter supposedly that was unsolicited that was sent by an accuser. Now, I downloaded everything yesterday, but I still didn't see that letter.
Now, you speak the letter from whom? There was the character letters?
Well, I thought I heard you mention the fact that you were able to read a letter from somebody that sent it in talking about, oh, the government made me do it. They forced me to do it. They forced me to testify against Kells.
Oh, yeah. That was, yes.
All right, girl, come on through. Come through. We're going to be quiet while you share that.
Let me come out and come back in, Mel. I don't know why. We're
Yeah. Do you have any headphones? Do you have some headphones? Okay, just come out and come back in. Come out and come back in.
All right, I do have headphones.
Okay, yeah, try putting those on because that might be part of it.
Let me see.
All right. Yeah,
Let me see. I don't know what's causing the feedback.
it's if you don't have headphones on, and then with me coming through the mic, that's what that is. Feel the Glow said, "We all know they were forced to say certain things. She ain't saying nothing new, really, but
Let me
confirming
see.
what we've already been suspecting."
Hello?
Yeah. So can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
but I still getting some feedback. Let me come out and come back in.
Okay. Come on, come back in. That's fine.
Yeah, let me try it that way. Let me
Okay.
see.
All right. All right. So too persuasive. Shout out to Too Persuasive. You said the depth of this situation is just woe. It is just woe. It is just woe, but it's still all right. Nothing new. We with nothing new. We know that the judge was going to throw the book. So we already knew that. So, and that's okay. We're gonna wait on this appeal. Um, Someone needs to have someone sitting there to slam it on whomever desk how this appears to be going. Ain't that the truth? Let's try Lady D one more again. What's T, Lady D?
How is this?
Oh, girl,
This
it's perfect.
better?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Now let's talk about that
Hey,
letter.
you.
Hey, girl, I could not find it. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this was
Now,
the letter.
So Mahogany is saying that Azriel wrote the letter.
Oh, the letter was a part. It wasn't a separate letter mail.
Yeah.
This letter was who said is that her? I know I heard that, but I don't know for
Well,
sure.
well, read us what you got, girl, and tell me where you found it, because, like I said, I pulled everything down off of Pacer yesterday, and
This is part of the letter that okay.
Feel the Glow saying there's still hope, guys. Yeah, there is still hope, but Feel the Glow, I'm still not understanding where you're coming from. Do you support R. Kelly or do you not?
Got a
I
bad
mean,
connection.
it
I don't
doesn't
know
matter
why.
if but just please identify yourself. Do you support him or not? Because sometimes your comments make it hard to understand. So, Lady D, I know that you have the letter. Um, can you just and you don't have to even read it in detail, but can you just give us an overview? Because I get it. Everybody can go to your channel and you go through it. Once I find it, I'm certainly going to read it. But just give us a little update about it.
This is all part of the. This is a letter that Jennifer sent to the judge, and it was just basically a letter. It's a 12-page letter.
Okay. Yeah. See, I did not see that. I'm gonna have to go back through here and find that. So was that Exhibit A, B? Was it?
Basically asking her to, take this letter into consideration because
Yeah. So it's not the whole letter. She just
this wasn't
references.
an exhibit. The letter that you're speaking of, where I
Mhm.
spoke about this,
And it was unsolicited from a accuser. So Bongine is just referencing that someone wrote a letter. It's not. They didn't submit the actual letter.
right, it wasn't a separate letter. It
Okay.
wasn't like that. She
Okay.
put that in, that's like a footnote that she
Okay.
added to the
Perfect.
letter that she
Perfect.
submitted. It's
Okay.
there though.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Unique thoughts. You were in my live the other day, girl, and I missed your comment. I didn't realize it until I hit the replay. Thank you for pulling up as you always do. So appreciate you. I want to make sure that I shouted you out. Um, and now, Lady D, remember just the other day when Feel the Glow was was in your live, and we was like, okay, now well, hold on, make it clear, Feel the Glow. Okay, so Feel the Glow, you're saying that you 1000% support Mr. Kelly. Okay, great. Thank you. So, Lady D, come on. How about this? How about this? Um, we knew Judge Donnelly was going to deny both of them, and I think I even said this on your show that she was going to wait until the day of his sentencing,
It didn't make sense.
deny both of those motions, and then proceed right to the sentencing. Oh, wait a minute. Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia read the whole letter. Oh, really? The
Oh
whole
yeah, you
letter?
know Sylvia. She
Yeah,
read
she
not
be on
only
it.
the whole letter, she
Infamous
read the
Sylvia be on.
whole mitigating report. I just highlighted certain things that I
Yeah,
know that we had talked about.
yeah, yeah. I just didn't see that whole. I didn't see that letter because that I was looking for it specifically.
That's odd because it's definitely there. It's
Yeah,
there. That was a separate let me pull that up. Let me
yeah.
tell
See
you
what you
where to
can do
go,
on there.
Mel. I'm gonna
Okay,
tell you
perfect,
where to go.
perfect, perfect to me.
I'm gonna
Um,
tell you where to go, Mel.
Okay, awesome. While you're doing that, I'm just going to address some of these comments. I appreciate all you. Yeah, listen, um, uh, infamous Sylvia be on the case. We know she's in Brooklyn right now um, at the trial. We know that. Um, so I'm not shocked. I am not shocked at all.
I'm coming
She's a
off of
guru
here.
at the
This
thing.
this
This
is
is her
not a good
ministry.
connection. I don't know what's happening.
Don't worry about it. It's good enough for now, Lady D. It's
Oh,
good enough
okay.
for now. So, so feel the glow. You said, unfortunately, you're just misunderstanding what I'm trying to say. It's possible, and the link is in the chat, and so you're welcome to pull up. Um, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't tripping, feel the glow. And even if you listen, there was a time when I thought Kales was guilty. So, if you said if you came in this chat, if anyone came in this chat and said he's guilty, I don't know what y'all doing, I ain't gonna block you. I ain't gonna throw you out. I'm gonna ask you like, well, why do you feel this way?
So Mel, if you go in there, it's the first document, Mel. You can't miss it.
Okay, that's fine. All right, all right. So, I tip.
When you go in there, it says main document, and that's number 316. That's what you want to click on.
Okay, all right. Let me see here. Okay, the
And
letter
that's
was
the
sent in a
letter that
purple
I
envelope
got,
and was
that I
and
read
was.
briefly on my channel
Dub K said
about
the
this
letter.
government witness.
You said it was sent in a purple envelope and was sent back because of that. Hmm. Deb K, do we need to drop the link so you can come up with and elaborate on those details? Ah. So, but see, you know what? I looked at those character letters and I said to myself when I was reading them, I said, you know what? These are not, oh, awesome. Uh, I said, Judge Donnelly is not going to be moved by this one because they're not all, they're formatted differently. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Um, Look like with Lady D, she had a technical difficulty. Come back up if you can, Lady D. Um, yeah, no, and I've been an R. Kelly fan. I was an R. Kelly fan before the 2008 activity jumped up. Um, my thing is that I allowed mainstream media to, um, influence me, and I believe what they said. I said, oh, okay, well, it's in the news. It must be true. And I believed all the way up until the day I did that interview with infamous Sylvia and learned that the way the jury went down, the testimony of these quote unquote accuser witnesses behind all that, I said, this man has gotten railroaded. It only took one time to read that stuff to see. So the people who, want to stick with the fact that, no, he's guilty, they're choosing not to see. And that's their opinion. But, this really is a social justice issue. It always has been. And that's just it, period. So the link is in the chat. Dub K, pull up. Pull right on up. Y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, Replay Gang, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I appreciate all y'all pulling up. Lady D said, I'm here, but the connection's bad on my end. Let's see here. Did the letter say it was unique? Did the letter say it was Azrat, or is this an assumption that she wrote the letter? Yeah, see, I don't think that's been disclosed. And You can't hear who, Feel the Glow? Who can you not hear, love? Can y'all hear me? Y'all put a one in the chat or something if you could hear me. Let me see here. WK, you're giving misinformation. In the letter, the witness stated she sent him a birthday card, but it was sent back because it was in a purple envelope. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. Let me do something while I got y'all on here. I typically don't go on Pacer from this computer. But let me see if I can get in here and follow Lady D's advice. Let's see here. The link is in the chat. Everybody want to come up? Y'all, please do. Please pull up. We waiting. We waiting. Waiting for to see what the sentencing is actually going to be. Let me see. Up in here, going in here and paste a retina. Okay, let me see who we got here. Okay, Lady D. What's T, Lady D?
I'm trying it again.
I appreciate you. You know, we waiting it out. Let me see.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's not over till it's over. But I'm assuming those ignorant so-called victims are probably there continuing with their lie, and that's why we haven't heard anything, because each victim has a chance to say something.
Right. We know that's what's up. We know that's what they're going to do. Let me see here.
So that's where we at.
Here we go. What?
But yeah, I don't know if you heard me, Mel. If you go in Pacer, that letter, it's a 12-page letter. It's number 316. It says main document when you go on there. If you click on that, that's the letter.
Okay.
And then you have the exhibits, which is the mitigating report and all that stuff underneath there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me go through some of these. I'm thinking it's JP. That's what I was thinking too, WK. That's what I thought too, that might have been who it was. But I think I may have heard somebody refer to that. Thank you, Tiffany, for confirming the sound check.
I thought it was my understanding he never even touched this, dealt with this JP person. So I don't even know why Geronda Pace that name keep even coming up.
They did. She went there. She lied. What happened is she went there. They asked her she went to Kel's crib in Olympia Fields. They asked for her ID. Kel's asked her, how old are you? She lied and said she was 19. And she says in the documents that he took her in a room or whatever, some music room or whatever. They knocked the boots and she left. Because that's the one who took a train, and then they picked her up at the train station to come to the party, and then they drove her back to the train station. And I think Kels and him said they gave her like $50, $100 or something like that. So they did have sex, but she lied about her age, and it's in black and white that she lied about her age.
I can't believe he got caught up with them tired ass women. I just don't understand what the hell. I don't know what was going on.
Well, he had to have been putting it down, because that's the same one who it's alleged that
I thought she slept with Bubba.
Yeah, that too. It's allegedly.
Damn that alleged shit. I don't
know. I know what you mean. But just
I gotta get off of here, because you know that alleged shit don't work for me.
No,
they ain't no alleged. They all lying, Mel. I'm getting off of here though, because I keep getting the echo. I'm so sorry. I'm getting a bad
sweetheart.
feedback.
That's not a problem. I appreciate you trying, Lady D, and I definitely appreciate you sharing information with me. It's okay, sweetheart. We appreciate you. Okay, so, you were just wondering if you'd missed anything. I didn't think that's who wrote the letter, but that was exposed. Let me see. Listen, I appreciate y'all waiting it out. I'm waiting, looking. Let's see here. We saw 3 women get out of a trunk in front of the courthouse that may have been the alleged victims. Out of a trunk? Oh, out of a truck. Okay, I was going to say, wait. Okay. So, Tiffany, where are you at, girl? Are you in New York? Hollywood Next said one of them was Kitty Jones. That what? Got out of the truck? The trunk? What you saying, Tiff? Girl, I need a whole sentence, baby. Tell me what you talking about. All right, let's see here. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see who got out of it. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, it appears as though what you said. I don't want to put names in your chat. Okay, you're not there. All right. Well, y'all, listen. We all want the information. So, according to Tiffany Only, please, Hollywood Next is live on YouTube right now. So, that might be the spot to go to, I presume. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for now, just because we don't have it. But when it goes live, I know that Sylvia, infamous Sylvia, is in Brooklyn. So we know she's going to cover it. She probably won't get out of the courthouse good and have that, have some updates for us. So the people that are boots on the ground, it'll be great for us to get it there first. So that's it, y'all. That's the podcast. Trust and believe. I'll be back so we can talk about it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, Replay Gang, leave a comment. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for pulling up. That's it. That's the podcast. So until next time, y'all, we will see you when we see you. Welcome to the Only Male Cruise Show, the podcast. I am the only Male Cruise. Be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe. Replay Gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. The views and opinions expressed in this show, you guessed it, they're all mine. Let's go to work.